when we do not remember what God actually said, we become more vulnerable to what the enemy implies. The serpent twists God's command. It said, did God really say that you must not eat from any tree in the garden? He exaggerated God's boundary. Wrong. He did it to make God sound unreasonable, restrictive, controlling. And Eve responded, we may eat fruit from the tree, but not the one in the middle. If we eat it or even touch it, we will die. Now hold up. God never said anything about touching it. And that one addition, that small overcorrection, it reveals something deeper. Not rebellion, but religion. Adding layers to God's command that God never asked for. For some reason, we as humans instinctively feel the need to build fences around God's boundaries, to add additional restraints and say what he did not say, to protect what he had already made clear. But when we start inflating God's restrictions, we are not preserving holiness. We are planting suspicion. And sooner or later, that extra rule becomes the excuse that we use to doubt his character. The serpent pounced on that mischaracterization of God's word. He said, you will not surely die. He goes even further by defaming God. He says God knows that when you eat from the tree, your eyes will be open and you will be like God. The accusation is clear. God is not protecting you. He is withholding from you. He is not being holy. He is being selfish. He is protecting his position, not your soul. And that lie landed, not with a bang, but as a seed of doubt. It caused Eve to look at the tree again, but this time she saw it through a different lens. Desire had entered the frame. The text says that she now received it as good for food, pleasing to the eye, desirable for gaining wisdom. And right there, we see it. The trifecta, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, that same unholy triangle that showed up in 1 John 2:16, the same temptations Jesus faced head on in the wilderness. This is not just Eve's moment of weakness. These are the same three temptations that we still trip over today. It is humanity's repeating pattern because temptation is never new. It just gets repackaged. What seduced Eve still seduces us. Cravings that feel justified, beauty that blinds, ambition that overreaches. And when all three are whispering at once, it becomes hard to remember what God actually said, and even harder to trust that what he said is still good.